what going back, it's almost like, I want to say childhood. I guess it wasn't quite like childhood, but when we were teenagers, young teenagers when we met, what is the either the fondest or the funniest thing that you remember?
Yeah, there's a lot of good memories from the back then. I think, part of it is that whole like nostalgia thing that a lot of us probably going through, and you're probably going through.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what about you, man? What's the thing that stands out in your mind?
The thing that stuck with me ever since then, and until this very day, whenever we get together, we talk on the phone or whatnot, is basically what I want you to do for me and for the people who are watching. Can you explain the strong finger? Can I get a demonstration?
The strong finger is when you just get the point going like this, and you gotta put it right on the cheek though. You gotta get the finger can't be just like curved like this or anything. It's got to be strong, and there's got to be some strength behind it. So if I'm hitting something, it doesn't flex on you. It's straight, and you got to hit that corner, that cheekbone, like right there,
okay.
And just and that's basically. I'm telling you something. Oh, there we go. I'm telling you.
Okay, there you go.
Right there, it's a strong finger.
So, I was going to say, and that was my next thing. Is like when what would be the circumstances for using the strong finger?
I don't know, man. I don't remember.
I mean, in general, you kind of already summed it up. I mean, when you really, really, really want to emphasize a point, or
you try to be forceful. I'm telling you.
Right. Well, yeah. I'm gonna force my opinion.
Pass me the basketball. Pass me the basketball.
We can't take credit for the strong finger. I mean, who would you credit the strong finger?
Nah, man, that's all due to Harden. Harden, to me, was the developer of the strong finger. I mean, he had like a strong body, so it just so happened he had the strong finger.
He was we were all 14, 15. I mean,
he was like Bow-Leg Aloof from Full Force is what he was.
My next question is, why do you think, I mean, there it was, 1986, 2008 now. What do you think has kept us friends for so long? Especially since, seriously, we haven't lived in the same city since 1989, or the same area since 1989. And heck, I might have only seen you, since then? Maybe 7 times? Maybe?
I don't know. I think maybe just having the backgrounds that we've had, and something else to sort of allude to that we hadn't talked about is just our ethnicities. I think that kind of plays a part of it. My father's African American or black. My mother's Korean, and your mother's Vietnamese, and your father's African American or black.
Oh, that's a whole show right there.
I know, and we'll wait to get to that. But I think just because we have a lot of those type of similarities. I don't know. I mean, what do you think is part of the reason why we've sort of, stuck with each other all this time?
You know what the real deal is? The cell phone. That's what, the invention of the cell phone. I mean, if I wasn't able to talk to you, basically for free almost, yeah, I wouldn't have been.
Yeah, no, because there were like a period of dead years where we didn't really talk.
But yeah,
in fact, I didn't even know where you. In fact, your family didn't know where you were.
Yeah, that was before the cell phone, buddy. I'm not calling you, man. What kind of things are we going to do on the show?
We're going to talk about everything that is on our mind, basically, and things that might be coming up during the week that's happening in the news. From obviously you'll probably end up taking over election coverage for the most part because you're a little bit more versed than I am as far as that goes. We'll be talking about video game consoles, talking about music and movies, and any other wild, wacky things that we can think of.
Let's go ahead and end our first show with if you can think on anything that you heard recently that was really stupid in the news. Did you want to share any of that? I definitely got something that I'm thinking about right now.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead, speak to it.
Well, I don't want to say that it's stupid, but when we look at the news, what do you think? What's your take on? I'm going to weigh in, but I want to hear what you had to say. What's your take on this guy or this gal that's having this baby?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't even know where to begin as far as that goes.
All right, my thoughts is this. Well, first off, when I first heard it, I heard it in conjunction with a picture of a guy with pecs, and it was a guy with a pregnant belly, and I was I was taken aback. Before reading anything, all I can think of was a real guy that was pregnant. as I read further, I think there's a lot of hype behind something that's shouldn't really even be hyped. And the reason why I say that, because if it was really a dude, I mean, when you have if you had like a dude package down there and everything, and you got pregnant, okay, yeah, and that's what the picture kind of, makes you think. But the bottom line is, the dude is still a girl. They shouldn't be hyping it up like it's literally you or me actually getting pregnant. You get what I'm saying?
No, I agree. No, I definitely agree with you on that. Because honestly, like when I first saw that, I think the image that you saw is probably the image that many of us saw, and that's the image that I saw, initially. Right. But I guess when I saw that initially, I thought, did she complete the change? So in other words, I pretty much knew that it had to be someone that had a sexual change, or what do you call it when you're transsexual or something.
Right.
I do agree with you in terms of the media sort of hype and how the media will cover things like that, where really it probably shouldn't be the splash page on my browser when I turn up my I mean I don't really need to, not that I'm opposed to seeing it, but it's because honestly I can just ignore it. It's not a big deal to me, and honestly that's pretty much what I've done for the most part at this point, because you're right, it shouldn't be a newsworthy item.
Okay, yeah, heck yeah. You know what? Not to beat a dead horse as far as it's like this man
like this idea.
Well, But here's my other thing: is you want to be a man. Okay, you got your breast removed, and you have a significant other. This is him, her, whatever. How come your significant other, who is female, isn't having the baby?
Well, that was the argument. I mean, from what I heard, the reason why, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe
it's more about this than you were leading on to, man. That's all I gotta say.
Apparently, she can't.
Well, my thing, he's talking up this stuff that I'm a man, and I've known this since way back when, and yeah, I got the breast thing, but the bottom line to me is this, and you tell me what you think, and I got no issue. I'm pretty liberal minded when it comes to people's personal preferences, what they want to do with their life. But if your stuff down there is male, then you're a man. If your stuff down there is female, then you're a female. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear
I mean, I guess that's the way I look at it. If your stuff down there is still, one way or another, then and this whole thing about this guy, oh, he's having a baby. No, he's still a so we beat it.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you on that.
All right, man. Well, I think that'll do it for our first show, man. I think we kind of introed ourselves and we got carried away with it. We do know a little bit too much about that story, more than what we need to know. And people are going to be saying the same thing.
You trying to say we or me?
Well, yeah.
Let's just say, hey, I have a very, eclectic mind, so I try to, keep my mind open to a variety of different things, and I'll check out the news as I see it. I mean.
Okay.
But that's, well, it wasn't like I was looking. As I said, the media blasted that stuff, so I couldn't.
Yeah, they sure did.
I couldn't help but see it. I accidentally click on something. I can't help it. Just because I read something, I can't help it.
I think we'll continue along this line with the next show, man. We'll keep up with the news. We'll talk a little bit politics. We'll mix our shows up so they're not all one topic and one thing. There might be some shows that are just because the breadth and scope of some of the things that we're going to talk about might warrant that. But in general, I think we're going to just keep it flowing like this. So, hey, I look forward to keep doing this and have folks sign in and log in and view what we got to say. I think they'll enjoy it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. It should be interesting. Hopefully, you'll be willing to come along for the ride and, see what we think. And maybe at some point we'll have it'll be available for you to respond back to some of the things that we think, and maybe put a little input of yours. Maybe we'll share your point of view on certain topics. So
that was a good thing, man. Hey, we're almost like professionals. This is where we strong finger them.
Yeah.
All right. See you next time.
All right. Late.